So Ceramic is one of my older series from I think about a year ago now that was submitted to Gandhi's 4th game jam based on both Inscryption and chess, because some of my friends got addicted to chess at the time and I got addicted to Inscryption. So I decided to mix them both into a single game called Ceramic, where you play a board game called Ceramic in the game Ceramic, based on Varzal, who has a ceramic pot. Now the gameplay of Ceramic is quite simple because it's basically just deck building chess, where you collect different ceramic shards and mix like head and body shards together to create new ceramic pieces. A piece on its own has 2 main stats you need to manage: its movement pattern and its attack pattern. Unlike in chess where pieces have a single shape that dictates how they move and attack, in Ceramic pieces act more like the cards of Inscryption, but where the body dictates how the ceramic can move and the head dictates where it can attack, meaning you can make odd combos where you have pieces that move like bishops and attack like pawns. One of the more unique things about Ceramic is that you can move every single piece at once instead of just one per turn, unless you want to, obviously. The only other change is that pieces don't actually move when they attack something. I'll probably change that if I made a future game though. Something else unique about the pieces is that they can have different stats and effects, like Takeover that actually makes them move like chess pieces when they kill something, or the Wild effect that makes something move forwards once at your turn, in case there's like something being idle hogging up a path, or the Leader effect that causes a ceramic to drag a piece behind it. That is, if you can actually make use of them. Now, Ceramic isn't exactly known for its functionality or execution, as it's a very interesting idea where you mix shards together to make unique chess pieces. However, in practice it's executed poorly because it's like quite hard to get both a head and a body, and to get to the stitching totem to actually put shards together. I'll explain more about how the other mechanics like mixing works later, but Ceramic still had a lot of problems. Like as I said, it was published for Gandhi's 4th game jam, and until the game jam actually ended, it was completely unplayable, because somehow I made it so the movement options you select just do not appear. It still got 11th though out of 30 people, give or take. Another problem with the game is it's impossible to actually lose, but unless you softlock yourself. As you play Ceramic, the gameplay loop consists of you battling Varzal, and then after you destroy either all of his pieces or get one of yours to the far right, you get a selection of totems. Each totem does something different that helps you improve or modify your build of ceramics. The first totem that you'll see is probably Harbour's totem, a merchant with the definitively best music in the game that can spend plates, the currency you get after you destroy ceramics, to get more shards to use in the stitching totem, where Varzal will combine 2 of your shards into one. However, if you don't really have any good shards on you at the moment, you can go to Genie's totem, which will randomly change a totem into something completely random, and then you could take that to Hunter's totem, which allows you to break a ceramic into 2, or economic gain if the totem's yellow, to then stitch with other effects to make some moderately strong pieces. Now, as I've said before, Ceramic is based on Inscryption and chess, but I'm kind of lying since there's another game that was made before Inscryption that was based on an unpublished game made by me called Brick Built Castle, where you play as this castle thing that spawns ceramics, well I mean bricks, like the red brick or the bluish grey concrete brick with a gun, or somewhat lighter brown brick. The problem with this game, a running trend with my games, is that you basically could not lose by the assigned supply of pieces that you can unlimitedly spawn from your cards, making it very difficult to get a brick deep enough onto the opposing side. A lot of the mechanics were taken from this, like the split between movement and attacking patterns, or the amount of lanes. Talking about lanes, there's 4 lanes left unused by the game in Ceramic, along with some other unused content, like a few somewhat nice and horrible tracks in the code, and some leftover pieces that, like whatever this is, this old logo that I scrapped, because I ran out of time to make a new one, so I just resorted to using the in-game text. So before the game jam actually started, I had the idea for the game, and I was planning on making it for the 4th game jam, and when the 4th game jam actually started, I had to find some way to make it fit the theme, so I ended up with adding everyone's favourite API called ChatGPT to the dialogue, because I needed some way to make the random idea fit the theme. So I went with implementing Big GPT to the dialogue with various levels of success, depending on if Varzal wants to sound like he's repeating the same 4 words every time he gets to speak, or if he wants to sound like he's got a dictionary, if he wants to speak and doesn't just say undefined all the time. If for some reason you want to play Ceramic, I'll put a link to it in the description so you can try it there. We are here to commemorate the tragic passing of the Santa's Workshop OST that passed on the 3rd of May.